It's just pretty easy. Just do this.
Yep.
Or
But ferrets do have a slight smell, but they're not as pungent as the skunks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about smells now, I guess.
We
We are back.
We
are
talked
live
about everything tonight while you were
away.
away, far, far.
If our audience could just hear our conversations before game.
I could make that happen.
That was totally random.
That's really random.
So, who's going to do our recap from last game?
Georgie.
I took the notes last time, so you'll have to suffer through another long George recap.
Yes.
I like George recaps.
Oh, thank you. I'll try to keep this succinct so we won't spend 30 minutes on it because I write a lot when I type. So 1 week later. Oh, sorry. I've got my notes up.
I was going to say you should have Davey do his broadcast voice first.
Oh yeah.
Last time.
Were you gonna do it?
He's back.
I'm trying to find the unmute button. Last time on Marvel Age Superheroes, what do? We did stuff. What do we do, George?
That's a good question, Jimmy. 1 week later, we got 1,200 karma for August. Downtime, power stunts were attempted. Lightbringer did some stuff, but I'm not sure she succeeded. Shone succeeded on teleportation skills. Hyperion also succeeded and is working on hard light copies. Hyperion is teaching Lightbringer martial arts with Sledge to help out. He's also working on a bunch of things that have acronyms like Heal, which is a nanite healing solution. It's mostly for us, but he hopes to eventually market it out to other people. Hyperion essentially was Santa Claus this episode as he gave away a bunch of houses to every member of the squad. Let's see. Took Xenofreeze to a basement and even let him keep the house that was above it. Red Arsenal got the bow and arrow of his dreams that syncs up with his abilities. Let's see. I wrote Hyperion is in Minecraft mode as he's got a lot of projects going on. And then as he was working on power negation collars, the experiment did not go right, and he did a swear, and then the collars exploded. Let's see. Lightbringer didn't get a condo because she already has a house, but what she did get instead was stock, which everybody wants instead of bonuses. He gave her the title of VP of the company so that should anything happen to him, Lightbringer will be the new leader of Quantum. Let's see. We debated about having Kane Walker become. Let's see. If Kane Walker would fit in with the team and organizing a test of scientific theory. I typed too slow. I'm sorry, guys. Let you all down. I literally typed that. Shone broke into Electrum's storage chest. Error storage unit and discovered miles upon miles of piles upon piles of fan letters. She began to read them, and after going through them, she started to look up to her old man and is starting to dress like him now. Let's see. Pulsar is not doing anything. Let's see. Red Arsenal has been training with his bow and breaking a lot of things in the danger room. Downtime is now over. Let's see. There are no other Dexmite sites in the vicinity. Let's see. We were also working on a interspace teleporter called the Conduit. That's based off of Lightbringer's theory of interdimensional relativity, and they want to bring in Kane Walker to help us essentially pitch it to the world. Firstly, to the rich. For marketing it and get the cover of Popular Science. Let's see. yeah, let's see. We got news that the New Prussia has a moon base, and people are not happy about it. But because of all of the stuff that went down in New Prussia very recently, nobody's making a big stink over it. Let's see. We learned about Jimmy's, which is the world's first superhero bar. Tony Pope has some strong feelings about it, but nobody cares what he thinks. Let's see. Bitter Shadow has not been seen. We all thought maybe Hyperion was kicking us into different cribs so that way he could bring her back, but we haven't seen her. Let's see. We went to go visit the Jimmy's bar after getting information about where it was from Sledge. We broke in instead of being normal people and just knocking. We fought our ultimate enemy, Paperwork, in order to get into the bar. Let's see. We met a bunch of people, including... God, where is his name? A 7-foot-tall rock guy whose name is Urban Defense. He's from New York, but he bought us some drinks, so he's cool. Sean went to dance. We also met a dude with gravity-defying hair with orange clothing. Let's see, right for his name. Volume Revolt, who has sound powers and makes a nuisance of himself. But yeah, he told us about a bunch of stuff that he did in Atlanta, fighting against the Southern Centurions. That was in Alabama. Wait, no. So Southern Centurions is a group that he works with sometimes. He fought the terror syndicate in Atlanta. And after naming all of the people he beat up, Red Arsenal immediately wanted to fly us to Atlanta. We learned that the bar is in another dimension that you cannot teleport in and out of. Shone likes mayo on her fries. Hyperion tries it, but can he taste? The jury's still out. Then Yankee Girl came in, and she informed us that apparently Electrum had something to do with the original Jimmy's bar because this is the sequel to it. Let's see. We learned that Yankee Girl and Mr. Shield work they work at the Haven Institute, training, young superheroes to control their powers. Then, let's see, Red Arsenal got turned up and decided to go hit on Yankee Girl. Did not go well. And then he puked on Pulsar. I think I hit all the bits. I may have missed some things. I apologize.
No, I think the important ones got in there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 13 minutes later, the recap is done.
Yay.
And Ixion cannot taste.
That's right. Oh, that was in. I did put that in the notes. Ixion is here and he cannot taste.
Oh, that's right. He came in late,
Yes.
like towards the end. Can I do a power stunt?
No, why?
Oh.
Can I please do a power stunt?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, please.
Yeah. What's the super password, please?
Super,
shoot,
please.
I need a character sheet.
Super, please.
Yes,
Right.
character sheet.
Don't tell anybody.
Please.
Oh, right. I don't have my character sheet. Oh, wait, no, I do. It's here.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I don't have my character sheet."
No, I did. I was a good. I was a good
I have
superhero.
a character sheet.
I had it up. It was just hidden behind my notes.
It's in my folder.
All the excuses.
Okay. I'm going for yellow.
All right, kids. Everyone do your stunts. Be careful. Don't blow up the vein.
I don't want
Yay, got a yellow! Okay,
Yay.
3 green, and that's it.
Okay, my turn.
We've been working on this for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I am
And this is what again?
Precognition.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Here we go.
Aw.
Jerk.
Hyperion will try its hard light copies. He only needs a green, and then he'll be finished with it.
We learned that last night. Apparently, the dice roller really likes accents. So if you do an accent, you'll roll better.
Yes.
Do a robot accent.
Oh my god.
That's just my normal voice.
Hello,
Star Wars.
My name is Hyperion. I got
If
everyone
anybody
in my
watched our-
family some houses.
If anyone watched Star Wars, that was That dice bot was unreal.
Sweet.
Okay. So as we pick up from the events of last game, we'll say it's been about 2 days. Been a weekend. So I guess we'll start off with finding out what everybody's doing. Red Arsenal.
Red Arsenal is on a plane, and he's going to the New Haven Institute to see graduation.
Okay. So you are flying out to go see students you barely know graduate.
Yeah. I
Sounds
think
good.
Dragonfly was one of the
Mm-hmm.
graduates. So yeah.
That's right. Yeah. You actually
I mean,
sparred with her.
Does he need a chaperone?
Do you want to
Do you have-
chaperone?
You had enough time to decide on that, so
I mean, Yankee Girl's gonna be there.
Oh,
Yeah. No alternative motive there.
Hmm.
I could see myself going with him.
sure.
okay.
Ooh, can we take the company jet?
Yeah, its name is Shone.
Oh,
Sean is busy.
Wow,
Wow, we gotta fly business. That sucks.
that is not. That does not sound like a compliment.
It's,
Hey,
you
Sean's the
guys fly
company
Air
jet.
Shown. Yeah, Air Shown.
Air shown.
Okay. So
Shown is buried in the middle of a bunch of letters.
okay. Lightbringer is going with Red Arsenal, then Pulsar.
I think Pulsar's probably, if he's going to stay in this area, he's probably got to find something to do with himself because I mean, he's got a house, but he has no money, so he'll probably just kind of, I don't know, wander around, just kind of see if maybe there's anything he wants to do, like job wise. But yeah, he's kind of not sure what his next move is.
Okay. So right now he's got a fridge full of condiments.
Yeah, pretty much. He took everybody's leftovers from the bar. And so yeah, he's been living off of like old mayo French fries.
Uh,
They were in the fridge.
Just go to the cafeteria, Quantum Unlimited.
So seeing how desperate Pulsar is with old mayo fries as his like breakfast. Oh,
Breakfast
boy.
of Champions, baby.
Yeah, apparently. Oh boy. Literally. So yeah, he would actually go up to Pulsar at some point, like probably while we're in the vein.
Okay.
And he would be like, it seems as though you don't have a source of income yet since you've arrived here in Strongford. Is that correct?
Yeah, I pretty much once I got the Pulsar thing, I kind of just immediately started doing that. I actually don't have any money, and I don't actually know. Jerome, I'm not like AWOL, am I?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, right. Ooh.
So you haven't had anywhere where you've been staying ever since you've taken on the Pulsar persona?
No, I was essentially wherever they needed pilots. You know, that's essentially where I stayed. Like they put all that stuff for me, but like I don't have as far as like income goes. Like I was kind of I don't know. It was kind of a tool of the Air Force, I guess.
Well, we can change that for you. How would you like a position at Quantum Unlimited?
That'd be mighty convenient to have something that I would be useful at. I feel like you've already given me a house like that I already don't know what to do with. Like,
Well,
I don't know. I don't want to stretch your generosity too thin.
don't feel as if you're doing that. I actually do quite well for myself. In fact, I would say too well. The system almost makes it too easy for capitalists to earn even more money doing less work. but I find that I might as well put that to good use for my family at least. And you're included, of course. So never feel as though any generosity I provide needs to be compensated for or paid back. That's not why I do it. I'm not rewarded in that way. Do you enjoy your accommodations?
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's just yeah. I guess I'm not used to getting nice things without having earned them before.
I see. Well, you can regain that feeling of value, I suppose, by working at the company. There are a multitude of positions open, and it depends on what you know. You could either apply as a power consultant, joining as Pulsar, and earning money that way. We would be studying your powers as you use them and trying to determine how exactly they work, like with other power consultants. Or we could work on making sure you have a safe civilian identity and perhaps have you join as an executive.
I don't know if I'm exactly executive material, so maybe let's try the first one.
It's quite all right.
Yeah,
The easiest way to accomplish that would be to simply arrive as Pulsar and speak with the people at the front desk. They've already met you, of course, so it should be relatively easy to put you in our system and you'd be on the payroll.
It's that easy.
We've been streamlining the process. We want it to be as easy as possible for those who are empowered to actually want to join, to share their gifts. We understand that they're taken advantage of. I mean, they've been referred to as deviants, a normalized slur for so long, hence why we refer to them as empowered, something that shows that they're simply different and deserve respect like any other human being. Another reason why we're actually researching it, determining how it works, especially to help others who have problems with their powers. They have very little recourse currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does it matter that my power is literally a gift from something else, so it's not something that comes straight from me?
Well, it does seem that you have genetic power, such as your plant communication capability. That is something that you possess. It may be that you possess other similar powers. Have you ever tried any other type of activity beyond using what your power suit provides you?
There was that one time when we were looking for the Dexamite lab that I did talk to a couple of trees. But yeah, no, I never thought to talk to any plants, so I don't know if I have any other latent plant anything, but
Yet another reason for you to stop by, and we might actually be able to help you with that. We've, like I said, been streamlining the process as far as categorizing powers, understanding their magnitudes, how they work. But as you might imagine, the idea that a genetic mutation can cause such an incredible change in a person is difficult to study. It's been taking a long time for us to understand the secrets of it.
okay.
Speaking of which, you've mentioned having received your power suit from your benefactors. How do you obtain it? Is it a device that you have, or how was that given to you?
It's kind of hard to say, but it's not a thing. It's just I was, I guess, chosen to be a champion, and just when I need it, I just call upon it, and it's like, I don't know, second nature, I guess. It's like I always knew how to do it.
You may have noticed by now that I've been able to actually see through objects. I've updated my ocular systems in that way. Would you mind if I looked through your body to see if they provided you with an implant you don't know of that gives you this power, just to see how you have this suit?
I don't see why not. Kind of internally, like Compass. Does that sound acceptable to you?
You can hear the hollow voice chime back into your head. I fail to see the relevancy, but it is your time.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make it, if it was like, no, don't do it. Like, all right. But yeah, do you want to do it now or later?
All I need to do is to simply look at you. It should only take a few moments. Stand still, and I'll see what I can find, if anything.
Okay. And I'll kind of get ready to suit up. And I'll just kind of wait for you to give me a cue.
So then, yeah, Hyperion will then start using his penetration vision to look like within his body to see if there's any nodules or if he sees anything crop up. And he says, "Begin."
Okay. Yeah, and I'll just concentrate, and then you just see like as like my body just essentially like kind of goes dark, as if like I'm like burning up and turning into ashes, but then you see like the lines kind of appear on me, which is like the power seams of the suit, and then from my head the one eye opens up, and the little bit of fire at the top of the chimney.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Go
So
ahead
then,
and roll, Dale.
sweet. Okay, is that going to be intuition?
Yes.
Okay. DX.
This is where Hyperion's going to see I've only been eating fries.
So many mayo fries. All right.
So I
Your
have.
Caloric
cholesterol's a
intake is
little high.
insane.
Yeah.
93 yellow feet.
Ooh, okay. So you see, you see 4 focal points on his body as he ignites his power, sort of like and it's quick too because of how quick he ends up turning into what he looks like. But there's 4 focal points that start off burst, and then next thing you see is what you see.
Okay. Did it seem like there were any like physical objects that were causing those bursts that I could see? No. Okay.
No.
Interesting. Okay. So then after you've changed and have your power suit on, he's like, seems to manifest from 4 particular focal points throughout your body, and then it manifests around you. Interesting. Wasn't able to find any physical artifact implanted that would allow that. Do you remember the process by which they provided you a power? What seemed to be happening to you when they gave it?
I was on a mission in space. I was flying a spacecraft, and I heard a voice, and then everything was different, I guess, after that. But I don't, Jerome, do I remember in like any great detail kind of like what happened, or was it just kind of like I heard some things and then stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Fascinating. Seems as if it was simply easy, or as if it's simply not in your memory. Well, yet another thing that we can look into if you do decide to join QU as a power consultant. We can see if they perhaps modified the empowerment mutation to give you what you have, or perhaps even a different mutation. We really don't know yet. But again, it's up to you. I am not going to force you, but of course having income is going to make it easier for you to do what you do.
And I'll kind of return back to normal. But I'll say, Yeah, no, I think it's worth discovering. Although I'll probably, I mean, I don't know if this is me at all. If that makes sense. Like we can continue to do the testing stuff on pulsars as much as you want, but I mean, as far as I know, this is I don't know how science would describe this, if that makes sense.
Well, that's for the scientists and engineers to determine. All you have to do, simply follow their instructions and they'll begin their readings. Nothing invasive, of course. You'd be going through different trials, maybe even sparring with someone else. Even perhaps, well, that'd be interesting, having you actually spar with Red Arsenal. I know when he was fighting Dragonfly, according to the records, he actually did rather well. But, again, something else to look into.
Yeah, sure. No, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. Have you heard anything else from your benefactor? I know we've effectively finished the one objective you seem to have regarding stopping the recorders. Have they told you have any other missions?
Not. Let's see. Yeah, Jerome has a. Have I gotten any new missions from Compass?
Not as of yet, no.
Okay. Yeah, nothing new from Compass. I guess at least for now, the recorder threat seems to be in hand. I don't know if this means that it's completely done with, but they haven't come asking for the suit back, so they must have need of me in some fashion.
Good to know. This Compass, that is the one liaison it sounds like you have between this benefactor and yourself. Have you ever actually met Compass?
Jerome, have I met Compass? I don't think so. No, it's just I think he
works from home.
Okay, yeah. He's a remote worker. It's all telecommunications. Yeah, no, I've never met Compass. Compass is probably not even, if Compass is a entity, that's probably not even their real name. It's probably just there to give me direction. But yeah, I've never met whoever gave me this. I've never met them. At least not that I can seemingly remember. But yeah, just one day I was flying in space, and now I can fly through the air. Actually, now I'm wondering if I can go into space.
Have you ever tried?
No. I'm kind of scared to. Compass, can I fly in space?
So you hear that hollow voice back in your ear. Affirmative. That is why you were given this power. That is why you were given these powers.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I can't fly in space.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. When you're communicating with this Compass, then it's all within your mind, I take it. You think it, and they project whatever it is into your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Is it images or sound or something else?
Usually it's a voice, but yeah. I'm trying to remember. Drum have can Compass put images into my mind, or is it just audio? Mm-hmm. Oh, I can get pictures too.
It is audio and video, yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Oh yeah. No. I can get visuals as well if that's necessary.
Interesting.
You're gonna have to do your phone thingy.
Well, it needs to be like this because we're in the 90s, so it's got to be a 90s cell phone.
There you go. Brick phone.
The brick phone.
Yeah. Do I have a... Let's see if I had something equivalent that I could hold up for it.
A shoe.
Oh, I don't have a shoe. I do have a box for...
This isn't Get Smart, Jerome.
I know, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, fascinating. Perhaps we can determine who they are as well. Have you ever actually asked Compass who they were or why they chose you specifically?
No, I don't think I've ever thought to ask.
You seem to be very accepting of the entire situation that's been laid before you. Interesting.
I mean, I grew up in Senia. I escaped it and then essentially became a pilot for the Air Force, and then later for like space exploration and stuff. I kind of got used to following orders, but Compass at the very least is the only one who's giving me direction that is also empowering me to, hopefully make this world a better place, especially for the people that are, like you said, looked down upon. And, I think hopefully Compass and Pulsar will stick around long enough that we can go to Senia and hopefully liberate the people there. I understand it's a lot more complicated than just flying in and blowing the place up, but yeah, I hope at least I can be Pulsar long enough so I can see my folks again.
We'll do everything we can to make that happen, Pulsar.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to keep you. I know each of us seems to be busy as of late, and we're trying to get prepared for other things we're trying to introduce through Quantum Unlimited.
No, I don't like. I'm so new to all of this stuff, and I just kind of have been just lazing around. I don't even know what to do because there's not something to do. What do you guys do when you're not fighting superheroes? You guys all have interests and jobs and stuff. Like I don't even know where to begin.
Then perhaps begin where you are used to taking instructions. You can head to Quantum Unlimited and at least begin that part of your life. From there, once you have income, you already have a residence, you can actually explore the city, talk to the people that you're defending.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Just make sure that you have your comlink with you in case we need you.
Right. Yeah. No, thank you.
Excellent. Well, if you'll excuse me, I actually do need to get back to Quantum Unlimited, make an appearance and all of that. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay. How often does Quantum Unlimited pay?
We can actually make that any way that you need, weekly, bi-weekly. If you're needing extra money, I can even provide that to you now. Are you having financial issues?
Is it an issue when you don't have any?
I'll make sure to create a bank account in your name and we'll deposit a starting sum that can then be added to from Quantum Unlimited.
Okay, I appreciate it, but I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to I don't want to be that relative who shows up out of nowhere asking for money. I've seen that on TV. I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
Good, but at the same time, temper what you watch with the understanding that not everything on it is real, nor is it based on real reality. Much of it is idealized. And again, I enjoy being generous. If I have it, I'd like to provide it to you. This isn't something that you're desperately trying to steal. It's something I'd like to give as a gift.
Well, I hope to pay you back somehow.
Do what you do best. That's all I ask.
Blow things up. Got it.
Interesting.
Updating database.
Ah. He would do that, wouldn't he? Well, I'll make sure to get your financial affairs, the beginnings of which in order, if you want to then head to Quantum Unlimited to begin your employment there.
Yeah, I'll do that immediately. So yeah, thank you.
Of course. And Hyperion will walk off, and he'll interact with Helios to like start up a bank account for Pulsar and transfer like $10,000 into it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Pulsar starts folding away his cardboard sign and puts away his cup.
No more
We'll capture
spending,
villains
yes.
for money.
Pocket change. Pocket change.
So Helios then sets up an account in Monte Carlo.
Okay.
Ooh, Bank of Monte Carlo. Let's go.
And we'll have it has the paperwork being mailed to his home.
Got it. Okay.
You
Makes it
can't
nice and
obviously do that
safe.
locally because it would require you in this day and age to physically go in with the paperwork and
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was just joking about him, like with the cardboard sign and all that.
Now I want a bank account in Monte Carlo.
Stop shooting your sister's boyfriends, and
Dang.
is it worth it?
It's worth it.
So Xenofreeze, we already know what Shone is doing. Xenofreeze, you are doing what exactly?
I am.
Except hanging really, really low on the camera.
There we go. Better? All right.
Oh yeah.
I am going to, or I am continuing. I started doing some experimentation on some of the DNA samples that I have from the Dexamite stuff, from our DNA to like all of my samples, like going through and like taking a piece or a few cells or something like that and hitting them with some gamma radiation, ultraviolet radiation, different things like that to different types of chemicals and different, exposures to see what kind of reaction, if any, positive, negative.
Okay, you would actually have to be doing this from the office then, by the way.
Right.
The small lab that's in the vein doesn't have the capabilities for this. You have more of a robust setup there.
Okay.
For that sort of thing. So you're just testing it against various radiations?
Radiations in addition to like heat, electricity.
What are you looking for specifically?
Any result, other like whether it's, obviously like if it was normal human cells, obviously, if you hit it with gamma radiation, it's probably going to either mutate, then die, or just die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it in reality. Whereas if maybe we got hit with gamma radiation, does it magnify something?
Sure.
Just because I have samples of all of our DNA or all of our, stuff like, see what Shones does when I put high voltage to it. Since she generates it, see how that reacts.
Sure.
Like from a receiving end, and then like maybe mine, and see how that goes back and forth, and then Lightbringer versus all of our different varieties, and see if anything stands out.
So I can tell you right now that anything that is a human variant or tied to human, it reacts very similar to what you would expect from radiation. Either the cells die out or the cells start to mutate cancerously in some form or fashion and then die out.
Mm-hmm.
With Shone's particular DNA, it's a little bit more hardy, but still does the same thing ultimately. Yours, you're straight up, because you would have only had samples from prior to now, unfortunately. Yours dies off way faster under straight
Really?
radiation, but you
Oh.
already knew that.
Right.
Hard radiations were something that your species never really were able to deal with. Most everything else was fine because it's a liquid state, and it's much harder to get things irradiated because it's not like you had particles or whatnot in you that would hang around.
Right.
So obviously, but for whatever reason, what made your people, it didn't respond well to radiation.
Okay.
The straight Dexamite DNA that you have is very resistant to radiation. And by and large, I mean, it still eventually dies. It's not like, superhuman, but it is more resistant to the stress tests that you're putting into it. So like electricity,
Oh, okay.
radiation, so on and so forth. So
Okay.
whatever the Dexamite people were, they were clearly, on the average level, probably more resistant to most kinds of diseases, harmful matters, maybe even acids and harsh natural reactions such as fire and whatnot. So they probably carried a higher resiliency, which kind of makes sense given the fact that they did so much genealogical research on themselves.
Now, does mine hold up significantly better against cold? And then, like, say, Shone's holds up much better against electricity?
No,
I'm just,
no,
or
neither
is
of
it?
them did no.
Oh, okay. So it's just,
And you would know that because you didn't have natural immunities to it. You could generate it, you could manipulate it, but it's not like you were immune to it.
oh, okay. And since I'm not generating it from the cell myself, I'm maybe not 100% immune, but I'm much more resistant to my own abilities if I were encased in ice by my own abilities.
If you're making that assumption, it's only due to your father's DNA.
Right. So that's where I'm.
Physically, you endurance wise can endure quite a bit, and that you've already tackled that question. You know exactly where that stems from.
Yeah, that's stemming from Daddy.
Yep.
And then probably the same thing. It's the Dexamite portion of like Shone's that would be significantly resistant to other things and whatnot.
Yep.
So, okay. And, Hyperion's DNA is just 10W30.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But does he have a Hemi in it?
All right. He's gonna. He has the highest viscosity of all of us. Okay. So nothing really too crazy.
No!
Nothing really stands out, but it just 100% confirms that it's the Dexamite, or the quote unquote deviant gene or genetic portion of us that is providing that resilience.
Yep.
Okay. And even with Shone and I, who are alien, then, okay. Put that information into Helios.
Okay.
Helios, please download results from stress tests of DNA in secure files.
Okay. So Helios confirms and is downloading that data to put into a secure file. Anything else that you were planning on doing with that info?
Trying to see what else as I'm doing that. Like some of the stuff, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hit this with radiation. Go. Okay, 10 minutes later, I got 10 minutes to sit here and do something. So I'm continuing. I got like multiple things going on at the same time. Obviously, I want to attempt to continuously see what these nanomites within me are capable of doing. I've still got this semi-pixelated form, which makes it really hard to blend in when I'm mimicking.
Okay, so then you're going to go off and try and do some power stunts or just test your power. Okay.
Yeah, like try to hone it, because I mean, before I could, take the shape of somebody. I mean, I could look like almost anybody to a degree, but now it's, if somebody goes, "Oh wow, it looks like something's wrong with your skin." Oh yeah, I get bad acne.
Really bad acne.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so yeah, so you go and do that then. Lightbringer and Red Arsenal, you guys have flown off to upstate New York,
Nice.
where this is all taking place at. It's not a huge graduation ceremony. It's a nice. It's taking place on the outside, on the grounds. I don't think. I know I've got a picture of the grounds, and I know Brittany has seen it before, but I don't know.
I was just thinking, we probably ought to attend as our superhero selves.
Probably.
Cool. And Red Arsenal will stop and get like a graduation card and maybe like a small gift.
For whom?
Dragonfly.
Ah,
Not gonna get a present for Yankee Girl.
Not gonna get a present for Yankee Girl. What was he thinking? Oh, that's right. He was drunk off his rocker. Yeah.
Office took us.
Off his tookus.
okay. So
And,
I don't have the map that I had one that I had. I cleaned it up a little bit, but I managed to find where I took it from. Oh, you punks! I don't sign into that. I don't even know what you are. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put this up in the Facebook chat for right now. This is not the name of the place. Everything else is to scale. So it's a nice old school kind of a academy looking, big building and whatnot. The quote unquote ceremony is actually happening out we'll say in front of buildings 3F and 3G. It's right out there in the grounds on the right hand side.
Okay. Nice.
But it's a really, really nice looking place. The grounds are well kept. There are quite a few people who are out there. Oh, you know what? I made these characters for something else, and then remembered there was a tie-in here, and I didn't realize if this was ever going to come up, and this may.
Oh my.
So it's interesting that you guys opted to go to their graduation, because I wrote a tie-in and didn't realize it was actually going to come up in this game. Uno momento, 4 flavors.
We're going to need one of those editor's notes captions.
Previously seen, issue number 4.
Yeah. Check out the other, currently running comic to see what these characters were doing.
I know, right? Exactly. Actually, let me back up.
That would be kind of cool.
That was like the Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool to like have like one shots where we play different like superheroes doing different stuff, and then we get to like tie in.
We actually did do that.
Oh, Jacob, what?
We did do that. Dale ended up playing Sledgehammer that game.
That was fun.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I played Yankee Girl.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Ooh.
Okay. I apologize.
I played that one guy.
You played the Red Grip.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Red Grip. Yes, he was awesome.
And we had the pouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
Yes. He was like literally like a living pouch. His head was a pouch, and then he had pouches.
It was like
Have you ever seen the pouch?
Liefeld on steroids.
Yeah, he was actually a Liefeld creation, and I statted him up and
Okay.
made him for the game.
I was gonna ask if I was like, wait, this sounds like a Rob Liefeld character, but
Yes,
like
it
I
is.
was
100%.
okay.
And
He had a
Red,
gun that fired pouches too.
yeah. And Red Grip was like he had some saving grace stuff, but he was just very full of himself. Like very overconfident. This looks like a job for the Red Grip.
Yeah.
The Red Grip thinks that it'll be a good idea.
What was the Red Grip's power? Like,
Prismatic spray.
Yeah, prismatic spray, and each color had a different function or had a different effect, kind of thing.
so he just
Yeah.
shot out light.
He was pretty fun.
It was prismatic spray. The red had heat emission. The orange was a Vita ray, was like could heal. Blinding sun was yellow. Mental boost was green. Cold emission was blue. Confusion was violet. And he had a Kevlar costume.
I'm very
It was a-
confused. So why was he called the Red Grip if he had powers of light?
Good question.
Because he was the Red Grip.
It's like reminds me of a joke from the IT crowd where this guy says, "If you were a serial killer, what would your calling card be? I would be called the gardener because I'd leave a rose at the scene of every crime." Oh yeah, well, what would your murder weapon be? A hammer. Like,
Okay, I know I wrote it in there. I can't find that now, however. Okay, so we'll have to wait. Anyways,
Curious what
So-
you're looking for.
you guys are there. Obviously, there are some new faces that are here. There's the faculty that are in attendance. There's also the students that are graduating. They're all up front. It looks much like you would expect a normal graduation, but obviously it's a very, 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 very small class. There, in total, there's actually graduating. I want to say there's 4. Go back up to here real quick.
you told us about 3. Their names are Natura, who has
1, 2,
nature
3, 4.
powers.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Pound cake and
there are
silence.
4 that are actually graduating: Dragonfly, Creature Freature, Mantle, and Umbra.
Oh, never mind. I have different names.
Yes, those are the new students.
Oh, okay. I'm bad at note taking. I apologize.
You are totally fine. So at any rate, as you guys are there, they're going through the ceremony, talking. Miss McCall is up there talking about how she is very proud of these students. You were the first graduates of the Haven Institute, and that you all exemplify what it means to not only embrace your powers, but utilize them for the betterment of those around you, and a world that otherwise fears and could potentially hate you. You are doing a great job of fighting against that stigma, and reiterating again that she is very proud of them for doing what they do. Of course, those of you who are unaware, Dragonfly looks like I actually have a picture in the rotation that comes up if you ever see it. Dragonfly actually has like dragonfly wings, and her head is actually like she doesn't have human eyes. She actually has round insect-like eyes.
The segmented eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What are you guys doing today?
No.
Creature feature is the only one that can pass off as normal human. Of all of them, she has a kind of long black hair. She's not terribly attractive. Her particular power is any part of her body can kind of transfer or transform into like a monstrous shape of some form or another. So kind of like a chimera in a way. She can transform her whole body or parts of it. Mantle looks like a overly big human person, but he has 4 arms instead of 2. And when he transforms, he looks like a 4-armed colossus.
Is this Mantle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like same one.
Oh, same one. Okay.
Yep, same one. And then Umbra looks like she looks like if you took a human and you dipped them in lava, and all the lava just sort of stuck and was in between the seams, it kind of glowed yellow. So she has a very kind of rock-like design to her. She has some shadows that emanate off of her, some more like smoke than actual shadows. And in fact, let me 1 second. So you guys have the visuals, so you know what I'm talking about here. Art. Okay, so come down to Umbra. There's Umbra. Okay, so there is Umbra. So post that there so you can see what she looks like. We also have I'll get to Dragonfly in a second. We have Mantle. So let me come back up. Him. Thought I had that picture in here. I guess not. Okay, so I'll go someplace else for it. 1 second. Commission art. So I can get the other ones here. So here is Dragonfly. Since this is in this folder. Boop. Did I? Did I not move it over here? I guess I didn't. I don't have anything for creature feature, unfortunately. But I do have a picture of Mantle, and I don't know why it's not showing up here. That's odd. Huh.
That's fine.
Dragonfly is cute. Now I know why Red Arsenal wants to go see it.
Oh.
I could try to find Mantle too, because I've got a picture of him somewhere. I think. Yes, I do. I've got it right here.
Oh, still got it? Because I know I posted it in there at one point in time.
Well, I don't know if you posted it, but I saved the pictures, so I'm actually going to share some pictures. More. Where is it? Messenger.
There you
Ta-da.
go. Thank you.
I want to see. Oh.
So that's Dragonfly. We have at least Dragonfly, Mantle, and Umbra images that you can
Does it
see.
say bite me?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's wearing a sleeveless muscle shirt that says "Bite me."
course.
It's very 90s. It could be Don't Have a Cow Man.
But nevertheless, they're the ones that are graduating, and of course they give them, some music and whatnot. There's an area where you've got a bunch of snacks laid out, so everybody can celebrate. Of course, the new students who are there, are of course celebrating with them. They're obviously a part of this because Miss McCall is wanting them to, see what it's like to actually graduate. Of course, they're a part of the academy, and they want or institute, I should say. And I swear this was the one. I'm all caught up here because I know I wrote a tie-in here, and I just can't find it now. So impressive. Anyways, so at that point, Red Arsenal, Lightbringer, the ceremony is over with. Their students are chatting amongst themselves, as well as the faculty. Miss McCall approached the two of you as you were there, and she says, "I wasn't expecting either of you, but thank you for coming. I'm sure the students will appreciate that."
Oh, no problem. I believe it was who did we hear it from? Lightbringer?
Yankee Girl?
Oh, Yankee Girl. Yeah, Yankee Girl said that you guys were having a graduation and Dragonfly was graduating. So since she kicked my butt in the at the test, I figure I'd come and celebrate with her.
And okay, that's an interesting reason to come, but nevertheless, there's punch, there's snacks. We're going to be having a dinner here soon, so I don't know how long that you have, but by all means, make yourself at home. Some of the other faculty could walk you around or show you the grounds. I know Lightbringer's already been here before, and I think we already have her temporary security information still in our system. So if there's anything you want to go take a look at, you both are welcome to.
Oh, thank you very much.
Glad you could come. Congratulations.
No. Thank you for coming. And she took Lightbringer to the side, and she says, "I think you have some fans here, so you might want to go easy on them."
Go easy? What do you mean?
She says, I think they're a little awestruck.
Okay, so I should make the first greeting.
Oh, they'll probably approach you.
Oh,
I just want you to understand where they're coming from.
oh, okay, sure, of course. How are things?
As of right now, they're all right. Politically, obviously, everything politically is still way up in the air. So that is always going to be very hard to say.
That is true. We have secured a PR expert for the team.
Good.
So we'll start. I think he's currently doing some testing, so we'll be able to get our image a little bit better out there start fighting fire with fire, as they say.
You she says, I don't know how to explain this. This was something that even I was unaware of. But you have family here.
What?
You have family here?
More?
Yes, a cousin, actually. Not a direct relation.
Through which side of my family?
Your mother's.
Oh, who is
I
it?
don't think she knows about all of that. I think when they came over, it was like many other people from that era. They sort of updated their name and tried to leave that behind. So I don't think she knows. You might want to maybe ease into it.
Okay.
If you feel it necessary. You don't have to. I just know, obviously, what all of you have gone through in that, having to deal with what you dealt with.
One of your new students?
Yes, actually.
Does my grandfather know?
I don't know.
Do you think he should know?
She says, Carmen, you're a grown woman at this point. I think that would be best for you to make that decision. But maybe you should meet her first and make an educated guess after that.
Okay. Interesting. Which one is it?
Okay, so she motions, in the crowd. I will get you her picture here in just a second. She says, she's actually a very lovely girl. She says she's blonde, oddly enough. She points over there, and she's statuesque for her size. She is plus size, and she has a cute little, average or a cute little outfit on. It's very conservative, but it fits her. It's not like, how sometimes when you get people, especially back then, they didn't really have much in the way of plus size clothing, so it was always like oversized guy clothing or whatnot, or like tacky looking sundresses and whatnot, so she says she goes by the code name of Pound Cake.
Okay. Interesting. And does she know her family?
She knows her side, yes.
Okay.
I don't believe she knows the legacy, to pardon the pun. I don't know if she's aware of that. I don't believe so.
Okay. Deviant, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll go talk to her.
Okay.
And the others.
Of course. So she just, motions her way at that point. She's going to go talk to some of the other faculty at this point.
And what is Red Arsenal doing at the moment?
Red Arsenal is talking with Dragonfly and some of the other students. He already gave her the card, said congratulations,
Okay.
really proud of you. You're doing great. I can't wait to see what else you do. And, she's talking with her friends. Hey, meet Red Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. So we're just commiserating over there.
Okay. Dragonfly is very shy. She's appreciative of what you got her, but she's very kind of reserved.
Okay, it's not anything extravagant. It's just a graduation card and a small gift, and then nothing crazy. Pound cake.
Pound cake. She muscles.
But yeah, so if she's shy, that's fine. He can go talk to other students. That's fine. Yeah.
So, oh, I just lost Jerome.
Can I choose?
I can still see him. He's still moving.
Can't see him. Okay, I'm gonna dip out and be right back.
He's still here too.
Jerome, did you hear Brittany?
Or he can't hear us?
No, please hang up. Okay.
Oh.
Technical deal. Meanwhile, back strong. Further orders attack. The entire city is destroyed. Oh,
There we go. God, again? Alright, here we go.
It's not you, it's me. Okay?
That's foreign dog fractions.
I'm at 2.21 Mbps.
There we go. It
Okay.
looks like he's got it fixed.
I
Yep.
think
It's like
we're
he
back.
knows
on
when I'm unmuted.
I think we're back at this point.
Cool.
Apologize about that. I had my internet completely went down before the stream started, about 2 hours or so ago, but it cleared up. For whatever reason, it looked like it dropped off. So then the connection to the stream wasn't going through, and everybody else was almost completely wiped out for me. So I could hardly hear anything except for very loud bits and pieces. So.
Thought maybe my thunder knocked you out.
Nope. Okay, so now we're back. I don't know who left off with what.
So, Lightbringer is going to go and congratulate the students along with Red Arsenal.
Okay. So you go congratulate the students. Mantle, of course, is giving Lightbringer the eye. Like
She's
hey.
gonna be.
Oh,
She's gonna shake his hand, but stay at arm's length.
so you're his Yankee girl.
Oh gosh, everybody is this Yankee girl.
Oh.
Honestly,
Oh.
but the girls she'll give a hug.
Okay, sure. And as you are currently speaking to the graduates, two girls quickly race up to Lightbringer specifically, the one identified as Pound Cake and the other one that I just posted in the chat. She has very fair skin, kind of wild brown hair, with some actual like twigs accidentally in it, like she rolled around in a bush before she got here. With the with an outfit very similar to what we see here. If you're typing, need you to mute. Okay, well, I'll mute you for you. There we go. So at any rate, so they both come up, and they are kind of giggling, sort of to themselves, and they're like, Lightbringer. I mean, are you really like Lightbringer? It's just not like some sort of like danger room illusion setup sort of thing.
Lightbringer in the flesh. You must be the new students.
So they both kind of squeal, and they're like, yes, oh, it's cool. We're like such fans.
Well, this is my colleague, Red Arsenal.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
And and she's like, okay, well, I'm Pound Cake, and this here is my friend Natura. That's her code name, obviously.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And she'll offer her to shake each of their hand.
Okay, so she shook. They obviously shake your hands as offered.
Do I have any merch on me?
No. I don't recall you stocking any in your.
I don't have any like. My brain goes to like trading cards or something.
Maybe you can send something to the Institute for Natura and
that's
Pound
true.
Cake. Yeah,
I could do
something
that.
nice.
Okay, so I'll shake your hand. Been students here for long?
Hang on. I'm getting a bad internet connection again. Oh my god.
Oh boy, yep. Strikes again.
Red for me.
So it's like Bonnie Cade. She has like 8x10 velocity that's just still kind of whipped out.
And if it is giving me more of an issue again, then that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah, at least I'm back up to 3.05.
2.8.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So we're now back.
Hello again.
Apologies about that. Issues with my internet for one reason or another. It's usually pretty reliable, but not so much today. So, anyways, you were conversing with the children.
Oh
the
yeah,
students.
you're just. I was asking them how long they've been students here.
Actually, the two new ones, Pound Cake and Natura, they're actually in their first year at this point. So they've only been here a couple months.
Well, that's very exciting. Are you feeling more comfortable with your powers yet?
They kind of like look back and forth, and they're like, "No." And
Well, give it time. Have patience with yourself.
okay, and Pound Cake is like, "But I can cook really well. I'm a good cook."
Oh, really? That's very cool. What do you like to cook?
I can make my mom's goulash really well.
Not sure I've had goulash before. That's cool. Is it like a family recipe?
I think so. Yeah. Miss McCall says I'm here on like a full scholarship, so I haven't seen my mom in the past several months at this point. So.
Oh. She give you time to visit, or your family to come here, or phone calls and stuff?
Yeah, I mean she nods, as does Natura, but Natura, she's like, I don't really have a family anymore. Kind of here by myself.
Well, that's okay too. Your classmates are going to be your new family, in a manner of speaking. You'll get pretty close.
So they're just kind of nod, and they're like, would it be too much if we could get a picture with you?
Not at all.
And she says, "It's okay, Mr. Arsenal, if you want to come in the picture too."
No, that's all right. I'll go ahead and take the picture. Give me the camera.
Okay, so somebody walks over with one of the Instamatic Polaroids.
Yep, I'll take the Instamatic Polaroid.
Okay.
And I'll
Everybody
stand in
get
the middle of the
position.
two girls and like put my arms on their shoulders.
Okay.
Yep. When everyone's ready, click. Shake it like a Polaroid.
Yep.
We need
shake
one
it like
for
a
each of you?
Polaroid picture. Come on, shake it, shake it, shake it. And she says, "Oh no, we can take this picture, and we have a scanner in the in our computer lab,
Oh, that's great.
so we can just drop it on the
High-tech.
flatbed and scans it in, and it puts it in the computer."
Nothing but the best technology for this school.
She says, I hope so. Miss McCall says it keeps reminding us that it cost her a pretty penny.
Well, don't let her get to you. She's kind of a softie, but you didn't hear it from me.
And they kind of grin, like they got insider information. You can see that there's another guy there who very clearly does not pass for human in any degree, and he. Oh, don't tell me it started again, did it? 'Cause now
no.
did it drop off again? Can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because my
Oh, I just went yellow. Oh,
No, I'm still green. No,
I'm
I
still
can still
solid
see you.
green.
Yeah, the
5.
Yeah, mine's going up even.
the stream
Yeah.
is still up.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Yeah.
It looked like there for a minute I didn't have a connection because the messenger said it dropped off for some reason. But then I'm looking at the stream and I didn't see a disconnect. So,
Yeah.
anyways, there's a guy standing there in the crowd of other students who doesn't look human at all. In fact, he looks like some sort of humanoid serpent. There we go. Get you that.
I'm a snake.
Drop that picture in there.
I'm a sneaky snake.
Oh, I wonder if my messenger's having an issue because it's post through. But anyways, when that picture comes through, you'll see what it looks like. But basically, he looks like kind of like almost like a hooded cobra in human form. Sort of. He
Nice.
still has hands and legs, but he's got like a big long tail. He's got kind of a natural kind of hood that comes out like a cobra out on either side, and a very serpent-like looking face.
I'll say
Muttering to himself as he looks to Mantle, and it's like, "Hate that guy."
Is he nearby?
He's sitting by
Kinda-
himself, yeah.
Kind of lurky.
Mhm.
So I'll say, is this one of your other classmates?
And they're like, "Oh, yeah, that's Viper."
Is he not a people person?
And Natura kind of looks back at him real quick and then looks to you, and she says, "Yeah, no. I mean, look at him. He's very broody. He's nice when you get to know him, but she kind of shrugs and just he's hard to loosen up."
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
So,
let's go.
Okay, so you go walking over there to go meet
Viper.
Viper, who's going to vipe your windows.
that's
Hey.
its mutant power.
Yeah, no, that's from G.I. Joe. I am the Viper. I will vipe at 10:30. What? That must mean that Cobra's going to attack here at such and such time. It's a great episode. Basically, it was just a
And
guy
this-
with the wrong number who was a window wiper
Oh.
with an accent. But the problem was
Yeah.
every time he gave them some information, it turned out to be an actual like Cobra base of some kind.
Oh my.
And they keep getting stomped. And they were like secret bases. They were like just hangouts for Cobra or like a restaurant or something that they didn't know about. Like, how is G.I. Joe finding out about these places?
It was from the Viper.
Yep, it's from the Viper.
I remember that one now.
Yep.
Secret.
So, they walk with you over to go meet the Viper at this point, and so he kind of stiffens up as you approach. He's a big guy. When he's standing up, he's about 6'6",
Dang.
weighing in at somewhere around 300 pounds.
Ding, ding, ding. Wow.
So, I mean, he sees all of you approaching. He's like, and they're like, and it's like, it's all right, Viper. They're friends. And I said, well, we at least think Lightbringer's a friend. Red Arsenal's along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm just here, so don't worry about it. Hey, Viper, what's going on in Red Arsenal? How you doing?
I'm Lightbringer. It's nice to meet you.
Hey,
How do you like the school so far?
No. s-
and so Natura like nudges him with an elbow, sort of thing. It's like, lighten up. They're just trying to talk to you. Not gonna make you drink something funny. And he shoots a look at her, sort of thing, and she's like backing off. She's like, okay, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Chill out.
So, hey, Viper, is this your first year here? How long you been at the institute?
2 months.
Oh, right on. Okay. What can you do? What's your cool nifty power?
So he like looks at himself real quick and then looks back at Red Arsenal and he says, guess.
Regeneration?
So he just kind of shrugs at that point. I mean, he has teeth, he has claws, he looks like a monster. So
Oh, but he doesn't have anything like really cool.
okay.
Shame.
So you just look weird. Is that
They
it?
can take you anywhere.
I bet you'd be a
No
great
way, you
guy to
gotta have
Right.
super strength, right? You're a strong one. And he's gonna be like, you gotta be strong, right, Viper?
So you're like totally like this second-rate superhero, huh?
Oh my god.
And so he's just kind of like looking around at this point, and he's like, and he looks over at Natura and he says, I'm uncomfortable now.
Oh.
And she's just like, oh, all right, that's fine. We'll go someplace
Well-
else then, big guy.
Well, we won't press the issue. We just wanted to say hi and introduce ourselves. We worked with Miss McCall I did. I guess you kind of did too.
Yeah, it was one heck of a internship, I tell you that.
Yeah. I remember your first mission.
And at
when
that
you
point,
left that
Poundcake's
arm.
like, wait, you do internships with Miss McCall?
I was her intern for a little bit, yeah.
And so they all start looking at you just like, what kind of powers does a super intern have? And so at that point, Viper's like filing.
Well, there's this great guy at Jimmy's.
You should see my abilities at shorthand.
Yeah.
I have killer skills.
A stationary path, bro.
I have a certain set of skills.
I can collate like nobody's business.
Do you summon your abacus to you?
Abacus Jimmy!
Actually, what you have is one pizza and one box. What can you do with one box? Ever heard of origami? What in the heck is that? It's a pterodactyl. Brr, brr, brr. I forget who did that commercial, but it was a stupid pizza commercial.
Wow.
Anyways,
I worry about you sometimes.
it's a lot to worry about.
Well, yeah, Viper kicked us out, so.
Kind of had a
You
Robin
wa-
Williams moment there.
Do you want to? Do you want to stick for dinner?
Yeah,
Lightbringer?
sure.
Yeah,
Why not?
let's stay around for dinner. Yeah.
Okay, so as you are doing that, so back over to our folks in Strongford at this point. So Xenofreeze is still still messing around with all kinds of stuff, mad scientist stuff.
Testings. Yep.
Shone is still going through letters, filing them, looking for anything particularly interesting. There's not.
You know, I think the ones that really kind of caught her eye or kind of invoked some emotion, she would have been taping it up on the wall in
Okay.
like their little boardroom.
Sure.
So if the guys came in, they're going to see letters to their father.
Okay. So by this point, there's probably about 20 of them or so. I mean, many of them are very similar. Some of them are, really like heartfelt letters from kids or families that Electrum, helped or whatnot. And they all run a different gambit. It could have been, you saved me from an armed robber, you saved me from like a specific villain or this natural disaster or whatnot. Like he was like all like in a Superman sort of way. He was all over the place doing whatever he could whenever he could. That much was really obvious. And Pulsar, as you are, I don't know, this time you're probably still at the vein right now. You end up getting a visual in your helmet.
Okay.
And it's really interesting because it starts visualizing like a heads-up display.
But it's only something I can see, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah,
just
in
like-
essence, it's just a repurposing of the energy in a visual sense to show you what it's trying to communicate to you.
Okay.
And it starts off as a dot, like it's picking up some sort of a signal. And then eventually the lines start fading in around it, giving it a map sort of design. And then when you look at it, it's a type of star map.
Star map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll ask Compass. Compass, what are you showing to me right now?
Negative. I am not showing you anything.
Compass, I'm seeing a star map on my. I'm currently seeing a star map. You're not providing this to me?
No, I am not. It would seem that you are picking up. It is seemed you were picking up a latent frequency. It seems to be military in nature.
Military frequency. Can you see what I'm seeing?
Affirmative. I can see what you are seeing now.
Okay. And I'll contact. I think I'll contact Hyperion through the comm.
Okay.
So he'll respond subvocally. Hyperion here. What did you need?
Sorry to bother you. I am picking up a military frequency of a star map. It's appeared in front of my face, but it's not something. Compass is not sending this to me. I'm not sure what to do. But
Does Compass or do you have a means of transmitting that image to the Vane's computer system? Helios might be able to collate and identify what that star map is looking at.
Compass, would you be able to, I don't know, would you be able to transmit this into another format that other people could see? Or maybe could you figure out what this coordinate is? Maybe that would help.
Negative. The design is a closed system. These are not frequencies that can be transmitted beyond your person.
So,
however, this particular star chart seems to be approximate to your system.
To our system. So this is a star chart of our solar system.
I believe you would call the system Proxima Centauri.
And you said this is you could detect that this is a military frequency. Could you tell me what military?
It is coming in upon an old Dexamite frequency.
Well, all right. I'm gonna pop into Hyperion again. So I can't put it into the computer, but Compass can tell that this is our solar system. The star map that I'm seeing is Proxima Centauri, but Compass is telling me that the frequency is an old Dexamite frequency. I'm picking up a military Dexamite frequency star map of our galaxy.
Does Compass have any means of triangulating the source of the transmission, where it's coming from physically?
I'll ask Compass. Could you figure out where this frequency is coming from?
It is coming from the star Proxima Centauri. It is likely that there is someone or something broadcasting on that frequency.
Okay. And you're saying there's no way that I could get the frequency so that way everyone else could listen to this. This is just coming to me.
I have scanned, and it appears that the system that you find yourself in lacks the technological capability of receiving such signal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry for the yo-yo, Compass.
What about the ship?
Ship. I'll be right back. Yeah, so to Hyperion, I'll relay the information. Sorry, I was trying to write it down. Apparently, there's no way for the technology that we have here to pick up the frequency, but apparently it's coming from Proxima Centauri. Like, it's coming from within our galaxy.
You may be able to actually use Ixion's vessel. It may possess transceivers that can pick up on that particular frequency, especially if it's derived from Dexamite technology. Let me see if we can contact Ixion. Hyperion to Xenofreeze. Come in.
Xenofreeze here. Go ahead.
Xenofreeze, are you busy, especially using your ship at the moment?
I am not. I am currently at Quantum Unlimited performing some lab tests.
Would you be willing to head back to the Vane in order to assist Pulsar? He's receiving a transmission, apparently from the star Proxima Centauri, on special frequencies. Dexamite in origin, apparently. It may be the case that your ship has the technology to decode it and understand it, since human technology is too far behind.
Yes. It would take me some time unless Shone is somewhere around.
Hyperion to Shone, do you read?
Shone here.
She's actually in the Vane.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's in the boardroom.
Are you available to help transport Xenofreeze from Quantum Unlimited to the Vane?
Be right back. Yeah.
Excellent.
Poof. She appears right in front of her brother.
In my lab. Bamf. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
She will grab his hand and poof right back.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
So,
Bamf, 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 bamf.
Pulsar's
She
just
don't
kind
give
of...
him much time to breathe.
you will notice, Egypt air.
It's a good thing I don't really breathe. So
Xenofreeze, you would note that some of the nanites on your body stand on end, as if you had hair. After you get done teleporting with Sean.
Interesting.
What?
My nanites are in an excited or perhaps even defensive state after teleportation. We will have to see more of this.
Yeah. I mentioned that to Hyperion.
Yes. Quite interesting. Let us see what is going on.
Do you know what's going on?
It's is it Pulsar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Pulsar is receiving militant transmissions on the Dexamite frequencies. I am going to attempt to see if my ship can pick up and decipher them.
Oh. Well, let's go.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, there you guys are.
To the ship. Yeah. To the ship.
This looks like a job for
Ship.
Our sweet car. Yeah, I don't know I don't know why I'm suddenly picking this up. Is it still like am I still seeing it? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a steady ping.
Okay.
Okay. Can you ask your interface what the specific frequency is?
I can ask, and so I'll ask Compass. Compass, is there anything specific about the frequency other than what you've already told me?
Other than he explains it's basically tied to the same energy source that your armor, that you use to power up your armor.
Okay. I'll say it's tied to my armor somehow. Like it's just kind of inherently a part of it, I guess. But it's picking up this old Dexamite star chart of our solar system of Proxima Centauri, and that the source is coming from the chart itself. Ixion, what are you actually? You're not human, right?
I am not.
But you're cybernetic somehow?
Only by enhancement. My natural race is Salanth. I am a Salanthi.
Okay. And you're not picking up any weird transmissions or anything?
I'm gonna try to see how do I interface with my nanites? Biologically?
Yeah,
like
just in the same fashion that you are a human would interface with cybernetics.
Oh, okay. I'm going to see if I can focus and listen.
Oh, no.
Nothing?
Nope.
Just okay. I then go to my ship and on the receiving end, see if I can pick up or match some of the wavelengths that are emanating from Pulsar. Can you activate your...
You pick... you're able to basically turn the dial until you pick up something, and you pick up noise, but it can't decipher what exactly is being said. Which, give me a reason check.
Come here, you. Let's see here. Reason. Share. Red.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
you would know that Hyperion already ran into this problem trying to read the Dexamite language. So if it was difficult to read the Dexamite language, imagine how much more difficult it's going to be to decipher a military frequency.
Right. Helios. Do you have downloaded the information from the Dexamite base that Hyperion had deciphered?
Affirmative. I lack the computing power to accurately decipher that and scan the planet.
Wait, can't Hyperion read Dexamite now or something after he interfaced with their lab?
Correct.
Could we effectively plug you in to my ship for you to gain the additional storage or capabilities?
Negative.
Should we get Hyperion?
What if we plugged Hyperion in?
He might be able to understand all this.
Might.
Ixion to Hyperion.
Yes, Ixion.
What is your location currently?
I was
About 100
driving
feet from you.
I was just leaving the vein, actually. I can head back in. Give me just a few minutes.
Please come to my ship.
Understood.
They're gonna plug you in. Don't do it.
He comes up like R2-D2.
So he arrives through that elevator, walks into the hangar, gets on the ship.
What's up? Can you interface with my ship and see if you can, with your knowledge of the Dexamite language, try and decode some of this message? We have it confirmed that we are on the right frequency, but we lack the code to decipher it.
I see.
Perhaps knowing that it is of what we know already of our solar system, and it was Alpha Centauri?
Proximus Centauri.
Proximus Centauri, excuse me. That perhaps you can cross-reference and decipher some, if not all.
Maybe it's Dad.
Proximus Centauri would be one of the nearby stars to our own star system. Interesting. Let me see what I can do as far as connecting to your ship systems. So he walks over and do any of the ports look similar to like the Dexamite port that he has in his
his ship? No, not at all.
Okay. Could Hyperion make an adapter so that he could plug into the ship and then the other end plugs into himself in that port to like?
I thought you had already interfaced with my ship at one point.
He can he'll type in the computer and like access it regularly. I don't think he's ever like plugged in directly though.
Oh, okay.
Are we listening to it? Like, is it like an audio? It's a message.
mean, it's indecipherable squelching and static and whatnot. It would be like a person trying to understand dial-up. If you just listen to it.
I was going to say the dial-up connection to the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Imperial. It's the Imperial probe droid from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just curious if maybe like if Hyperion could just like listen to it and he's like, oh yeah, no, Dexamite.
I don't even see the code. It's just blonde, brunette, redhead.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming I can't really get like that much just from hearing the squelching. What I have to like actually plug in. Okay.
Your problem here is you need something that's going to be able to decipher the it goes back to what I was saying again. It's like there's a reason why people could listen in on the Nazis and not understand what it is that they were saying, because they had
it's a code,
the whatever cipher it was that they, I can't remember the name of the actual cipher, the Enigma cipher or whatever it was they called it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing.
Okay.
You can hear the noises and you can understand that, yes, they're noises, but you have no idea how it actually translates into what's being said, especially given the fact that their language is not coded in a normal sense, like what I mentioned before. It's, it's has a character, and then it has like a character, then in a character, kind of like a tri-layer system. So it would be that much more difficult to decipher.
So then, with Hyperion's now knowledge of Dexamite language and his experience being like within that black site that had the Dexamite programming, would he have any way to just like kind of look at the data and translate it, or can he make some sort of adapter that
you have hyperinvention?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There's no guarantee it's going to work as you had hoped.
Yeah.
But you have hyperinvention, so that would be the quickest way to try and bridge the gap.
Okay. That's what he's going to do. Go ahead and
spend points.
Pull it up. Yeah.
Lightbringer, I think Hyperion's using his hyperinvention. You should probably call Sean.
Let's see.
Are we privy to this conversation over the comms?
You probably heard part of it since it was over comms.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Pulsar has been receiving through his power suit a transmission from Proxima Centauri that seems to be using Dexamite ciphers and information. We're trying to actually find a way to translate it and decode it so that it can be read and understood. I'm going to see what I can do specifically to create a device to translate it so that I can connect directly via Ixion's ship and its transceivers.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was Dad?
It's from but it's a military frequency. That,
I mean, there's no telling how, maybe he was in the military.
Maybe
out of character. It's General Zod.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been in a military facility and he's just
okay.
out.
Yeah, there was that.
Jerome, the faster than light communication information that Hyperion had gotten before, does it seem like it has anything to do with like that type of technology?
100%.
Like if he were to, okay, he's gonna.
It would have to if it's an active signal pinging right now.
Okay, then so then he's going to use that knowledge to see if he can, put together some FTL transceiver.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Jerome, I have a quick question. I have a very small power called linguistics. Like, would this be at all useful for what we're doing? It's not very good.
Do you have a power of linguistics?
Linguistics, it's listed under powers on my sheet.
Wouldn't it be a talent?
I don't recall that being.
I think it's both.
There is a power that lets you just kind of immediately learn like a certain number of languages, I think.
What is astronautics?
That's
I forget.
Not applicable here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like star charts and stuff?
Oh, linguistics actually is a power. I didn't realize that. Let me get that pulled up real quick.
I mean, wasn't there an X-Man who had that? Was he called Cypher?
Cypher.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
I remember he died.
Yeah, he and Warlock hung out a lot on the New Mutants.
Yes, Warlock.
Linguistics is a specialized form of hyperintelligence. The hero has the ability to rapidly learn any language if sufficient material is available for him to work with. Once the language is mastered, the hero is fluent in that language, provided he is physically capable of communicating it.
So we just got to plug Pulsar to Hyperion.
So what is your power rank?
Ship.
It's TY6.
So that means you can hold up to 6 languages that you don't speak like right now.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, it's a little tiny power. I didn't think it was anything useful.
He's like, you can fluently order at Taco Bell.
Okay. So would it be
Screw
possible?
Taco Bell? That's Starbucks.
Oh yeah, understanding.
Starbucks is its own language.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, venti, grande, and tall. Yeah.
Grande is large.
Would I be able to roll to even try and like decipher this military code, or is there not enough information here for me to be able to do anything with it?
Hold on a second.
Okay, so for this roll, if I were to spend 45 karma, that can guarantee a yellow. Is that good for everybody?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do it.
So while he's working on that, George,
Make it an even 50.
for you, you need to get
45, you got over 100. Oh no, that was with it.
That was
so if you have a TY6, you have to have, from what it's saying here, it says current human languages are poor, archaic human languages are good, alien humanoid languages are a remarkable feat, animal languages are an incredible feat. So basically,
Is this how he can talk to trees?
different power.
different power. But good question.
It plays into it to some point.
Problem is you don't have a high enough power rank to actually make that attempt.
Too dumb. It's okay.
If you roll a 100, you'll understand 2 words. Yeah.
So
You're like, I heard star.
So for you, it would be good if you're running into like humanoid languages that you want to learn. To try an alien one, it would be great, but you'd need to get it at least RM30.
Okay, and that's something we're doing the power stunts to increase those. Is that
No, you
how
just
I
need
would...
to pay karma.
Oh, so when my level of time comes up, just start beefing my linguistic skill.
Sure.
Okay.
So yellow
Write that
feet
down.
on making the doodad.
Okay. So you immediately start grabbing some available parts, and basically he puts this. He has to use up like all of the main table you guys usually meet at in the main room there, and quickly throwing all this stuff together, and then running it through the what's being received through Ixion's ship.
Probably like stole like an old patch cable from my ship too.
And when you've put everything together, it looks like this super janky steampunk alien tech looking thing. Like, I mean, it doesn't even look like it should work. And it's able to receive. You can't send, but it's able to receive.
Okay, good enough.
And it's just it's a distress beacon. It's just emanating the same message.
So now that I've got that, can I use my knowledge of like Dexamite to translate the message?
Yeah, that's what it's translating to.
It's just a distress.
Mm-hmm.
What type of distress? Any details?
Coordinates.
Okay. Does those coordinates, is it just for Proxima Centauri or something close to that star?
No, it leads to Proxima Centauri.
Okay. Huh. So then he's going through it and he's like, it's a distress beacon, simply repeating the same signal, and it's coming from Proxima Centauri. Unfortunately, that's not much details. I'm not sure what the distress is about.
It's got to be him.
Judging, so you say all that, and then so what is a rough time span with my knowledge, considering that I traveled from Zenri, what?
Yeah, it
how
took
long
you
would
a
it
year travel time to go from your home
send
planet
me
to
here?
Earth. Hmm.
So from Earth to there, what would it roughly take? Rough estimation, judging by like
based
my,
upon how fast your ship flies,
Mhm.
2 maybe 3 hours.
My ship could make it there in 2 to 3 hours if we wished to
But how do we get past
see.
the guys that are up there now?
That's unfortunately the issue. The blockade. They would likely try to stop us if we left. And the only way they would leave is if they knew that the Ubari threat on the ground was taken care of, which, to my knowledge, has not been yet, especially since Russia is still gaining more armaments and technology from them.
What if it is our father?
Could well be.
It's possible.
I mean, why else would they? Why else would they send it to Earth?
Well,
It could simply be another automated message similar to the automation that was happening at the black site here.
But wasn't it connected to Pulsar?
I mean, I picked it up. I don't think it was meant for me. Do you think we should maybe go visit the black site? Like, if the black sites just come alive, maybe there's more. Maybe we can see something down there that's connected to this somehow. I don't know. I don't know why I'm still seeing it. Can I interact with it at all? No. Is it still just in? It's still just in my face. It's like a pop up.
I mean, it is, but you could dismiss it.
Okay.
Like a mental swipe, just.
Okay, I don't want to dismiss it just yet in case it's like anything new information like pops up. Like I'll kind of keep it in there, but
You are receiving at least a portion of the signal and seeing it, Pulsar?
it's it's like a window like in front of my face. I just see a map with the location.
Interesting. And you didn't know that you had this capability before?
Well, I mean, the Compass sends me images whenever I need it, but this is the first time I've ever received a message from not Compass, just receiving it.
I wonder if your suit is based off of Dexamite technology more directly, hence why I was able to pick up that signal. Interesting. Well, we could technically see about heading back to the black site. I'm not sure if the federal government has gone there and gained access to it yet, but that location did have a transmitter and a transceiver, an actual dish that perhaps it could actually understand what's being transmitted better than what I've developed here, provide more details.
Do you think that we could send a message back?
If no damage was received at that facility, then it may be able to do so. It was their primary means of communicating throughout space.
So are we flying Air Shone or Air Ixion?
We will need to fly Air Ixion because we are likely not going to be able to teleport directly into the facility due to it being surrounded by Dervixium.
How about I go get our sister and brother and be right back, and then we can go.
Excellent.
Okay. She's going to have to get with Helios to figure out the best place for her to hop into.
Okay. Well, Helios does not have a map of that place. He
could ask one of us.
At best, you can get a description and try to go in blind.
Shown to Lightbringer.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm gonna come and get you guys But I need to know where to teleport to.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
To like a
There's
top of a building or something.
You know, there's a lot of green areas in this campus. Probably have you come to a field or something. So I'll try and describe the layout and like where it is.
Okay.
And I'll use my teleport sense. It's a feeble.
Mhm. Sure, go ahead and roll.
So that's a. What, I just rolled 2. Or,
Well-
no, I just rolled FB. Okay,
Yep.
fine.
Well,
Speed.
you can spend karma to get a green.
CC.
Yeah. How much karma would I have to spend?
You'd spend, if you're at feeble, be spending 60 to ensure a green.
What do you guys think?
I say yes.
We can do it.
Sure.
We've got the karma for it.
Do it.
Plus 60?
Yep.
Green.
Okay.
Nice.
So, bamf! She leaves the vein and appears actually in right next to the basketball court.
Hey, so I will.
Shown to Lightbringer?
Where are we at this point?
I
Are we
think we're
inside?
still. No, aren't we still outside?
No, you guys moved to the gymnasium that's there.
Oh, for the dinner. Oh, that's right.
I'm by some. Do you guys call? I think basketball.
Oh, are you on the court?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Hang
nobody
tight.
around.
We'll be right out. Yeah, we're all inside. We'll be right there. And so I'll
I'm not going to make you
Tell-
role play, through the whole thing.
yeah, I'll just tell them that something came up and we've got
Sure.
to jet and thank them for
And
their
you
hospitality and congratulations.
you two kind of sprint to the other end of the campus where she ended up dropping down at.
As soon as she sees them, she's just gonna grab both their arms
Wait,
and they're gone.
Red Arsenal. Be careful, because Red Arsenal has a to-go bag.
Okay, well, if you're holding on to it, you are good.
Okay. Just didn't want her to knock it off.
So, bamf, bamf. Takes you guys and appears in the vein.
We're going to head to the dark site. Dark site.
The black
Dex,
site?
The black site.
Yeah, so
see if we can
you're waiting-
re-access it.
So they're waiting for us in Ixion's ship. So let's go.
Okay. We'll hop inside.
Yeah, once we've gotten everybody, we head to the black site.
Okay, and speeding
Exactly
this
how
up,
that-
obviously everybody climbs back into Ixion's vessel.
Yeah.
You guys fly over to, or start getting near where the black site was, out on the edge, actually over towards Utah. And as you are flying in, you can see that there are some tents and there's like a hut set up out in front of this place.
Do we recognize
Oh no,
Like
none of
whose
it's
whose
marked.
tent?
Mhm.
Oh, it doesn't say like U.S. military or
No.
something.
They're here, aren't they?
It does seem like the federal government is likely
Go ahead and
posting
keep role
here
playing it, Brett back.
to see what we
I'm-
can do.
Do you want me just to teleport us in where we want to be and bypass them?
I don't think
And
we can.
should I just cloak the ship and we can use the ship to go inside?
Yeah,
Is there
'cause,
space?
well, is the door open? If the door is not open, we have to access it, right? How do we? Well, we have to. Oh, we have to phase through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know
We
how
have-
to get in. They likely are either trying to determine how to do the same or something else. We may actually have to simply bargain with them so that we can actually access the site and use what it has.
What are we going to tell them?
The truth. What this place is.
But what are we going to tell them that we're receiving a signal from the Satari? It's Dexamite?
We're going to tell them how we're able to.
You know, I mean, what are we going to tell them?
We're going to tell them that there was other information that we wanted to obtain from the site. We need to regain entry to it. If they themselves don't know how to enter, and they are with the United States government, I suggest we provide that knowledge to them.
Are we sure we can trust these people? How do we know that they're officials?
That's something we need to determine.
You need somebody with a...
Maybe we can speak to their authority figures.
Don't we have
What do you guys call those machines that can tell if somebody's lying?
A lie detector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need somebody who has that kind of power.
Well, wait. What? Don't we have like an ambassador? Don't you guys know an ambassador or a senator or a president?
Well, yeah, we know a few politicians, but
would they have the inside track on black sites?
Unlikely.
And I don't think we talked to anybody about what we found here.
You'd probably be a military person we would need to speak with if we had any contact, because that's probably who's down there trying to get access to the Dexamite secrets.
But wouldn't they say U.S. Army, though? Like, they're unmarked. That's the whole...
Well, that's what I'm asking is, like, do we actually know that they are military? Is there any way we can... Does the ship have secret cameras? We could, like, zoom in on, look at them, get a good look?
I can simply manifest copies nearby and even talk to them directly. That way they won't necessarily need to be physically present with us. We can have a safe distance and we can communicate with them directly.
Carmen, why don't you go ahead and cloak us while he prepares to do that? Just to be safe.
I should do an empathy check, but I think I'd have to be... I don't think it would work if I'm still on the ship and they're not.
Well...
But also, we'd want to wait until we were talking to somebody to assess their emotional state.
Can you piggyback off of... Can you piggyback off of Hyperion's copies?
Unlikely.
I don't think so.
I can teleport us down there, Lightbringer, and you keep us cloaked. I can get us close enough while he's...
I don't know if I...
While he just copies, and we can communicate back and forth to him of what you're picking up.
I don't know if I would chance teleporting this close to this surplus of Dravixium. It may harm you.
Wasn't I fine once we got out of the black site, though? Jerome?
Yeah, you're fine outside the black site. You just can't teleport in.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and cloak the ship, and then we can have Hyperion send his copy in to negotiate, and we'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, so Jerome, the plan is, so since we're still hovering where we're at, Lightbringer is going to cloak the ship, like she said, and then Hyperion will generate a copy at range so that he can talk to whoever's at those tents through his copy.
Okay. So you generate a copy, and as you start to approach, it's obviously the U.S. military.
Okay.
And they don't have anything marked per se on the temporary buildings. Because you're at an era now that if people suddenly spot that out in the middle of nowhere, you're going to start getting hikers coming out and trying to investigate and potentially causing issues. So,
Gotcha.
obviously, they're not going to step out of uniform, so it's still easy to pick them up. But they're not going to put up big flags and banners and screaming, "Yes, we're here."
They're
But
not
yeah,
going to put an
there must
American
be-
flag on the black site.
Right. So they must have like 50 some odd people there already. Mostly U.S. military, walking around, making sure the place is protected.
Is there
or
a
watched.
beehive flag?
So his copy's going around looking for whoever seems to be the highest rank.
Okay. I mean, you see somebody there who appears to be captain.
Got some stars and bars.
Yeah, go up to him, as looking like Hyperion, and say, "Excuse me, Captain. I noticed that you and your men are near a particular site. We have actually been here recently. Was there some sort of information you're trying to obtain here?"
So when you approach at that point and startle him, of course the guards draw weapons to draw down, and he says, "Yeah, this is a military site at this point, and you don't have the clearance to be here, Mr. Hyperion."
Oh, I apologize. Well, there is a way to actually enter the site. Have you actually determined that yet?
Well, that is classified as of this point. I cannot confirm or deny any of that information to you. As I previously said, you do not have the clearance to be here.
I see.
Out of
Understood.
figure. Neither do you.
You're going to require clearance, which I cannot currently obtain. It's a shame. Thank you for your time. He's
Your superior is.
just gonna go ahead and dissipate the copy,
Okay.
and then he himself, like physically, will go. They're requiring clearance, which I know will not be able to obtain at this point. There would be no
What?
reason to.
Well, can't we just contact our senator? I mean, and just see if he knows anything?
Helios, can you put in a call to, let's see, Senator Barrett, I believe? Yes, can you put in a call to Senator Miles Barrett?
Affirmative. I will place a call into Senator Barrett's office. Beep, boop, 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 boop. And that is actually where we're going to end it for tonight, because that's a full 3 hours at this point, barring, of course, technical difficulties. So we will pick up right there.
Okay.
Next game. So the next game will be the 31st of August. And that'll obviously be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next week, which I still need to double check on this, but Wednesday will be Cyberpunk at 7 p.m. And I think we may be having Street Fighter. I haven't looked on the 22nd, but I'll double check that to confirm. So, all right. So aside from all the technical issues, thank you guys for playing tonight. And to those of you who will check us out on the replay, of course, I'm going to have to splice together the 3 video files I've got from this now. And I hope you guys have a good night. Take it easy, guys.
Night.
Night.